It's the year 1990. This is the fifth time these two men, Kasparov and Karpov, have fought for the World Championship. Today they are not playing the opening either of them is famous for. Kasparov has abandoned his usual weapon and reached instead for something almost nobody at this level has taken seriously in decades. The Scotch game.
I was surprised because Kasparov never played Scottish. I'm almost sure that somebody brought this idea to him in Lyon during the break of the match.
Both players end up in a scramble, attacking each other's kings with seconds on the clock. The press will call it one of the games of the year. What they won't know is that this exact position had already been fought over, in print, personal detail, by two men who despised each other 110 years earlier. And that bitterness gave birth to the first World Chess Championship. The Scotch game gets its name from a correspondence match in the 1820s. For most of the 19th century afterward, it was simply one of the standard ways to begin a game of chess. Trade central pawns immediately, open the position, and fight from there. But by the early 20th century, fashion had moved on. A new generation of theorists decided that opening the center so early gave away too much, too soon, and the Scotch game quietly went out of style. It went underground for almost 80 years. Joseph Henry Blackburn didn't take chess seriously until 18. Late for a master. And made up the distance by playing multiple opponents at once, blindfolded, as a career. They called him the Black Death. Across the table from him in 1881 was Johannes Zukertort. In the 12th and 14th games of their match, this exact structure appeared on the board for the first time at such a high level. Black accepting a wrecked queenside pawn formation in exchange for active piece play, the bishop pair, and a dangerous-looking queen on the king side. Zukertort won the match, 7 wins to 2, with 5 draws. One man was watching this match from the sidelines, and he hated Zukertort. His name was Wilhelm Steinitz. To understand where this really began, we need to go 9 years back. It's the year 1872. Wilhelm Steinitz was considered the best player in the world. He was a dominant match player and had beaten Anderson in a match in 1866. In 1873, he took over the chess column at the Field, the biggest sports magazine in Britain. He used the column to argue, in print, that everything the Romantic era believed about chess was wrong, and that his own structural approach was the only correct way to play. Meanwhile, Zukertort arrived in London in 1872 and spent the next decade quietly assembling a case that he, not Steinitz, was actually the best player alive. In 1879, he and a co-editor named Leopold Hofer founded the Chess Monthly, a printed counterweight to the column Steinitz had been writing for the Field since 1873. In 1881, Blackburn lost his match to Zukertort. Both Steinitz, in the Field, and Zukertort and Hofer, in the Chess Monthly, sat down to annotate every single game of it, including the 12th and 14th, with that same Scotch game structure. And they disagreed. At move 11, Steinitz argued h4 was stronger than Blackburn's actual queen e4. The Zukertort argued that h4 can be refuted by queen g6, implying Steinitz's improvement wasn't so clean after all. At move 15, Steinitz called Blackburn's actual king c2 unnecessary, preferring bishop d3 to cover f5. The Zukertort answered that black would simply meet bishop d3 with g5. In game 12, Steinitz dismissed queen e4 as an unwise trap and recommended bishop b2 or queen b2 instead. The Chess Monthly called queen b2 very inferior. Move by move, footnote by footnote, the two columns turned a single chess match into a running, public argument about who actually understood the game. And, underneath that, about which of them deserved to be called the best player in the world. In the heat of that argument, Steinitz did the only thing left to do. He challenged Zukertort and Hofer to a match. It would be remembered, eventually, as the first official World Chess Championship in history. Which brings us back to Game 14. But before moving forward, let's talk about our sponsor. ChessReps just dropped their biggest update ever. 50 full opening repertoires built by grandmasters and international masters, including Super GM's Andrei Esipenko. The grandmasters break their exact lines down move by move, explaining the ideas behind every position, and the website uses spaced repetition to drill them into your muscle memory. You can get the entire site for less than $3 a month, which is insane given just one of these courses can cost hundreds of dollars elsewhere. Grab a 7-day free trial of ChessReps Premium with the link in the description.
So Kasparov prepared novelty b3, so he played in game number 14. I believe that he got support in Lyon from a site, because in New York he didn't prepare, and I'm almost sure that somebody brought this idea to him in Lyon during the break of the match.
Here, Kasparov didn't play Blackburn's old 19th century moves like bishop b2 or queen e4. Instead, Kasparov unleashed a profound novelty, a quiet-looking pawn move, g3, that gives up material in exchange for time and a target.
Karpov won several games with this opening, and normally they all played knight d2 here. Prepare this move b3. It's an interesting line. You know, white is behind black in to develop pieces, but they have some advantages. One is the pawn structure, because if you play f6 or d6, I change pieces and then I have better endgame.
So this is a new move?
Not a new move, but a very rare move. Plus this bishop, you know, very strange what he's doing here. And this black should play very, very active to use this advantage, and it's not Karpov. Plus, yeah, there are many moves in the position, many moves. It's f6, queen h4, long castle, g6, and Karpov played long castle. It's normal reaction, maybe not very good. And I play this interesting innovation, g3.
So this is
a new plan, you know. There's double fianchetto, and the idea is just to play isolated bishop, and finally this knight will go back. And plus king d. Okay, bishop b2, f6, bishop d2, it's an f5, castle.
So what is assessment now at the moment?
White is better.
White is better.
White is maybe
the pawn is not
better.
important.
I think this is one of the best games which we played during this match. Of course, it was much more difficult for me to play this position than for Kasparov, because he was familiar with some ideas. And I think I thought for a long time, and so I could find the best way to get counterplay.
Karpov, after long thought, chose to fight rather than simply pocket the pawn. The position exploded into mutual attacks. Kasparov pushing on the queen side, Karpov pushing on the king.
So what was your move here?
And this was queen g4, very, very good and very, very interesting move.
And then he played knight a3.
Yes, he played knight a3. This is clear because he wants to bring knight to a6 or to play c5 and knight c4.
So you played h4.
Yes, I have to get some counterplay.
He played knight c2.
Knight c2, yes.
h3.
h3, which is also very important, and probably in connection with Queen G4, this was just a great idea.
It's a very interesting move.
Interesting.
Interesting, I guess, interesting move. I played Bishop H1,
And now this
but maybe he could do something better. Yes, 94 here. It's a very nice psychological trap. Yeah, the tactical trap. F3.
Can we maybe show it?
It's really... Mate.
And mates.
Okay, good.
Both players ran short on time. The game was adjourned overnight, analyzed by both camps until dawn, and finished the next day as a draw.
I think it was about equal. I wouldn't need to win too much, and my position was dangerous then. I think it should draw now.
And now,
Should be draw.
when did you prepare this?
Sorry?
When did you prepare this? This move?
In Spain, and then here we analyzed it. Actually, we prepared the whole strategy here in France. I mean, we wanted to make a surprise.
Okay.
Interesting.
Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you.
2 games later, with the white pieces again, Kasparov returned to the exact same idea. And this time, he won.
Knight b6. I mean, Karpov decided bishop on a6 is not a great piece and played knight b6. I think he underestimated my preparation in Scotch. He thought maybe it's one experience, and he didn't do it properly. And we analyzed knight b6 as well.
By the time the match reached its 22nd game, he'd done enough to retain his title regardless of what happened in the 2 games left to play. The final score was 12.5 to 11.5, the closest possible margin. It was the 5th and, as it turned out, the last World Championship match between these 2 men.